Hi guys, Pastor Gary here. Now I wanted to share a few thoughts from the message on Sunday morning where we were picked up in Luke's Gospel chapter 8 around verse 22. It was here that we see a series of miracles that really set Jesus Christ apart from any other teacher, from any other claim. It's really what substantiates that Jesus Christ is the only way, the only truth, and the only life. You see, within these miracles, what Jesus was able to do is he was able to prove his mastery over the natural. We'll see also that he was able to prove his mastery over the supernatural, and then also the physical as it pertains to having mastery even over death. Oh, the story starts with the disciples in a boat going across the Sea of Galilee. See, Jesus had told them, come, get in the boat, we're going to the other side. Well, somewhere in the process, Jesus lays down and takes a nap. And the disciples are moving through and they come across and into a storm. So bad is the storm that these big burly fishermen that were part of Jesus' disciples start freaking out. And they come to the Lord and they wake him up and they say, Master, we're going to die. Jesus gets up and looks at him and looks at the storm and rebukes the storm. He says, be muzzled, be still, be calm. And the storm instantly subsides. The waves instantly become calm, the sea becoming like glass. And then he looks at his disciples and he says, where's your faith? Where's your faith? And it's hard to imagine what it would be like to be seeing this happen. It says the disciples just completely freaked out because who can do this? Who can speak to the wind and it behaves? Who can speak to the sea and it becomes calm? And yet it's the same one that's looking at the disciples and saying, where's your faith? I told you we were going to the other side. When Jesus gets there, he's met by a man in the tombs in the land of Gadarene. And he takes and is able to liberate this man from a legion of demons. And in so doing, we know the story that it takes and the demons are released to go into the pigs, and there's pigs that run down the hill, and the pigs run into the water, and the water goes into the pigs, and the pigs drown. And there's this whole scene that takes place in the shore and on the shore of Gadarene where the people turn against Jesus because he's taken away their livelihood. But in the midst of this, there's a man now that was demon-possessed sitting at the feet of Jesus who's in his right mind and who's seeking to follow Jesus Christ. The Lord exercises his perfect mastery and demonstrates that mastery over the supernatural because the demons had no option but to obey the command of Jesus Christ. Then we see Jesus come back again to the other side of the shore, and in so doing there's a woman that seeks him out in the crowd and touches the hem of her garment. And in touching his garment, she's healed from a flow, a hemorrhage of blood that had been going on for 12 years. Oh, instantly healed because of her faith. And yet, at that time, he was on the way to the house of Jairus, one of the synagogue leaders whose daughter was dying. Jairus had come to Jesus and begged him to come and help, not because he believed in Jesus as much as he was at his last straw. He had nothing left. The only thing that mattered, not his religion, not his position in the synagogue, nothing else mattered except for the life of his daughter. And in that place of desperation, in that place of having nothing else to live for, he turned to Jesus Christ and said, Lord, help me. And guys, I can relate to that because you see, that was where the Lord had to allow me to go in order for me to turn away from that which I thought I could provide to turn to Jesus Christ for salvation. Oh, the story ends with Jesus laying his hands on the little girl and saying, arise. And life is restored. Her spirit is returned to her. And everyone again is amazed at what it is that Jesus Christ is able to do. So in this short section, in the latter part of Luke's Gospel, chapter 8, it tells us that Jesus is the master of the natural. He speaks to the wind and it becomes calm. He's master of the supernatural. He speaks to the demons and says, come out, and they have no choice. Jesus, Son of the Most High God, what will you have to do with us, they say. Oh, and then we see that Jesus is the master over the physical, not only in healing, but all the way through and including death. So folks, the question is, where's your heart today? What's your problem today? Are you struggling against the wind? Are the storms of this life taking you out? Are you dealing with that of the supernatural and influences and addictions or some sort of other demonic type of activity that's ruling and reigning in your life? Or are you in need of physical healing or deliverance from death? Jesus Christ offers it all. He is the only way, the only truth, the only life. I look forward to seeing you at Calvary Chapel, Dayton Valley. If you need prayer or if you'd like to continue in this thought, if you need help, then please contact us through the website. Send us something to the prayer chain. Come and get in contact with it and find out that Jesus Christ has all the answers for everything that you need. God bless you. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.